can't be alone here. I can't be the only one who feels like I'm going nowhere. Just wishing somehow this dream will carry me. And I'll swear just one last time. They say the world is yours, so I'ma make it mine. 'Cause nothing is stopping you. You could set the world on fire. Nothing is stopping you. And if I go out, I'll go out screaming. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing.
I always loved Ember. When she came out, she was amazing. She had a period where she was a little less interesting. But today this Warframe has enormous potential, even if we see her very rarely. Its abilities are interesting, and its gameplay is even more so. Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how Ember works in general. Then I will show you my build, and why I chose it. We have passed the 1000 subscriber mark.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start at the beginning. The passive. Reveling in the heat of combat, Ember gains 5% extra ability strength for every enemy burning, with an active heat status effect within a 50 meters radius. Ability strength bonus and radius are not affected by mods. This passive is very good. Using weapons like the Ignis, or weapons with a heat-oriented build, will help you. Her one is Fireball. Charge and release a fiery projectile that ignites enemies on contact. Ember launches a fiery projectile that inflicts 400 heat damage on impact, with a 100% status chance. The projectile also inflicts 150 heat damage, in a 2-meter area of effect, around the target with a 50% status chance. All damage is affected by ability strength. The blast radius is affected by ability range. Area damage affects the initial target, does not decrease with distance, and can also perform headshots. Fireball can be charged before launch. Each cast of Fireball increases Immolation's heat generation by 1% per second. Immolation is the 2 of Ember, which is very important. The augment mod for this ability is Fireball Frenzy. Hold to cast will grant all allies within 15 meters, an additional 100% heat damage, to their attacks for 40 seconds. This is more like a support mod, but not so useful however. The 2 of Ember is Immolation. Protect Ember with flame armor that burns stronger over time, consuming energy once its meter is at full strength. Cast again to extinguish the flame. Ember surrounds herself in a swirling torrent of protective flame, that burns stronger with each moment. While immolated, a thermometer appears above the ability icons, gradually rising in temperature. Ember gains 40% damage reduction on cast displayed as a percent next to the thermometer, which scales up to 85% damage reduction at maximum heat. Press the ability key, default 2, again, to deactivate this ability, expending all stored heat instantly. Damage reduction is affected by ability strength, and is capped at 90%, achievable with a 25% increase in ability strength. At maximum heat, Ember drains 10 energy per second to sustain immolation. Energy drain is affected by both ability efficiency and ability duration. While at maximum heat, Ember cannot replenish energy using Energy Siphon, Energy Vampire, Rift Planes Energy Regeneration, Energizing Dash or Squad Energy Restores, but can replenish energy using Energy Orbs, or can Void Death Orb Energy Restores, Arcane Energize, Rage, and Hunter Adrenaline. Immolation's heat generation is affected by her abilities.
This feels a lot like hell.
The bar passively fills at a rate of 0.5% per second. Each cast of Fireball, default 1, increases the rate of heat generation by 1% per second. Each cast of Fire Blast, default 3, decreases the rate of heat generation by 2% per second, while also removing 50% heat. Each cast of Inferno increases the rate of heat generation by 3% per second. This is really good when you need to reach the maximum cap, 90%. Quick tip: in order to quickly build up Ember's heat, and the damage reduction that comes along with it, cast Inferno while there are no enemies in range, increasing heat generation for 0 energy cost. This ability augment is Immolated Radiance. Allies within affinity range will receive 50% of Immolation's damage reduction. Again, a support mod, can be useful sometimes. However, the affinity isn't that big. Honestly, this ability is insane. The damage reduction at max cap is insane. You just need to check the energy drain sometime, and turn it off when you need. The 3 of Ember is Fire Blast. Slam the ground to create wave of incinerating plasma that knocks back enemies and strip their armor. Ember slams the ground, creating a wave of fire that expands outwards to a radius of 25 meters, dealing 200 heat damage, with a 100% status chance to enemies that make contact with it, and pushing them back. Enemies hit by the ring have their armor reduced by 100%. Damage and armor reduction are affected by ability strength, and armor reduction is capped at 100%. Wave radius are affected by ability range. Requires line of sight in order to hit enemies. Each cast of Fire Blast decreases immolation's rate of heat generation by 2% per second, while also removing 50% heat. Fire Blast's enemy armor reduction scales linearly with immolation's heat level, with 0% heat resulting in the minimum value being removed and 100% heat resulting in the maximum. So if you want to strip 100% armor, just wait until your 2 got 90% heat, and you will strip 100% armor of the enemies. This ability augment is Healing Flame. Each enemy hit heals Ember by 25 to 50 depending on current immolation level. This augment is very good, up to 50 health per enemy is insane, really. The 4 of Ember is Inferno. Command a flaming comet to crash down in front of Ember, engulfing enemies with a fire that can spread through their ranks. Ember summons fiery meteorites to descend from above, crashing into all seen enemies within 25 meters. Enemies receive 2,500 heat and impact damage on hit, becoming surrounded by a ring of fire for 15 seconds, while dealt 700 heat damage per second. Other enemies coming into range of the rings are also set ablaze and inflicted with heat damage and proc. Targeting radius is affected by ability range. Ring duration is affected by ability duration. Energy per target is affected by ability efficiency. Inferno targets all enemies on screen within range, even if only partially visible. Inferno gains bonus damage in percent equal to the current heat level, dealing double damage at max heat. Damage from multiple casts does stack. If there are no enemies nearby, casting Inferno will cost no energy, but will still increase the rate of heat generation, allowing you to reach max heat quickly. This ability augment is exothermic. Enemies killed while under the effect of Inferno have a 15% chance to drop an energy orb. This mod is really excellent. It allows you to loot an orb of energy on the enemies that are killed by your 4. This ability is insane, really. She will destroy every enemy you encounter. On reaching 90% heat, your damage will be critically increased. And if you strip 100% armor with your 3, you will one-shot every enemy. Alright, the theory part is now finished. Now, we gonna see the build I'm using. Primed continuity. The duration of your 4 is so long that even if you have a little less duration, it is not a problem. Your 4 lasts 15 seconds base, with 68% duration, it lasts another 10 seconds. We also play 2 corrupted mods, which take us a lot of duration. This is why primed continuity is good here. Stretch. The range is good because it affects your 4 and your 3. We need a minimum. Transient fortitude. Power is the main stat we need. With more power, you will do more damage on your 4, your 3, your 1. Fleeting expertise. Efficiency allows you to spam your 4 more often, as well as your 3. Definitely a good choice. Primed flow. We need a lot of energy. With more energy, you'll be more versatile for any content. Umbral Vitality and Umbral Intensify. This is why this build is 7 Forma. Don't worry if you don't have it, just replace it by Normal Vitality and Normal Intensify. This is not a problem at all. Exothermic. This mod is very interesting. It allows you to spawn energy orbs. You have 15% chance to drop an energy orb by killing an enemy with your 4. With this mod, you can stay more longer with your 2 at 90% heat. Because we play Arcane Energize, if you pick an energy orb, you will regenerate your energy quickly. If you don't like it, you can replace it by Healing Flame, which is a very good augment for Ember 2. For the Exiles, I play Power Drift. I have it at rank 4 because I have no more capacity. And a little power strength is not bad. For the Aura, I play Growing Power. Honestly, I think this is the best Aura for Ember. Just hit someone with your weapon, then use your 4. For the Arcanes, I play Guardian for more tankiness. And Arcane Energize, for more energy regeneration, as I say earlier. Alright, I think that's it for this video. I hope you find this informative. If it is, you can push that like button. Now in every build I make, I will let you my fashion frame at the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I see you in next videos.